Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I hope you're having a good day. I want to thank those of you who are my listeners on this channel. I have over 10,000 views as of today, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. I also want you to know that the next person who subscribes to this channel is going to be number 80 subscriber. I would like to see the channel grow to over 100 people, and it would be really great if that was something that would happen by the end of the year. But I'll take it as it comes. I really appreciate the fact that you have taken the time to help this channel to grow. Today I'm going to speak from the heart, and I want you to know that I want to talk about the situation as it stands. This is something that is heavy on my heart, the economy. The reason I want to talk about it today is because there's a lot of people that do not understand what is actually going on. What is happening is that there is a war between the globalists and the alliance. And this is World War III, and it's also the tribulation for all intents and purposes. Now, the situation as it stands right now is that President Trump is trying to get people back to their countries so that they will be able to participate in the economy. People who have illegally come here have been funded by people who are cartel members and or are members of various organizations. And the reason that these people were brought here was specifically to put a monkey wrench into the system itself. Cloward and Piven, all the way back during the Rodney King days, stated that if enough people apply for help from the government, that the government will go down, and then they will be able to have what would be a communist takeover. Well, that was the plan, and it has been the plan. We've talked about all of the other things that were a part of the plan, including the ridding of the United States of the population as well as the rest of the world. However, that wasn't to be. President Trump had a different plan. When he was 17 years of age, a person who was very important to him, somebody that he loved very much and was very close to, was assassinated. When that happened, that really cut him very deeply. And so he began to train to become somebody who would be able to help in the situation if the need ever came. And so he got into ROTC, and he learned the military system, and he worked his way up into one of the higher officer positions. Now, I don't know if he made it to captain or if he made it beyond captain. I do not remember. But I do know that he was an officer in ROTC, and he learned an awful lot of stuff that had to do with the military. He then started the business that he was in, and he worked very hard at trying to develop the business. Number one, he wanted to have a lot of money, but he wanted to learn investing, because investing was going to be a key part of the economy that he was going to be introducing to the world. So we have to understand that the economy that he was going to introduce to the world was an economy of investing on steroids. And that's exactly what he has done. The first part of the economy was to invest in gold and silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium, copper, all of those kinds of things. And that went very successfully. A lot of people did a lot of investing, and he was able to help people in that regard. However, the cryptocurrencies are really the kingpin of what he wants to do. You've probably heard of blockchain. Well, the economy is going to be run on blockchain, and there are 3 or 4, maybe 6 different um, coins that are going to be important to the movement of the economy. One of them is XRP, and there's a few others, but that's the only one I'm going to mention. Anyway, he has been investing money for various countries and helping them out in that regard. And they have gone from having $1 trillion or $2 trillion or $3 trillion all the way up to where they are getting tens of trillions of dollars, and these people really love this. These countries, there were 209 countries in the world, and they all signed up for the economy. Now, President Trump did not want the economy and the success of the economy just going to the leaders of the countries. He wants everybody to be involved. The way the situation was initially set up, this would be years before he became president, was that the United States was going to be involved in this new economy. However, he wanted the whole world to be involved, and that's why he had every country sign the treaties to become a part of the economy. But he also had each country sign another thing. It is called a peace treaty. Now, this peace treaty is good for 1,000 years. So that means that every country has to be at peace for 1,000 years. Now, this is very important to all of this because of where the world is going to be going. We have to end the illegal aliens in this country, and we have to end all of these situations of this nature. We have to get rid of Antifa. Pretty much most of the globalists and the deep staters are pretty well gone. They're pretty well history. But we do have to get rid of these rogue cartels, and we have to get rid of what are called the terrorist organizations. And the reason we have to do that is so that the system can be put into place. Most people don't realize it, and I'll just touch on it because I've spoken about it before. You have to be in your country of origin in order to be able to participate. The people that are out there rioting, the agitators and so on, who, by the way, are being paid, but that those people that are paying them, that's going to quickly get cut off. So they won't be getting paid anymore, and hopefully that'll help. But the thing of it is that we need to be believing that the Trump administration is going to be able to get everything situated. It has taken a long time. They've been working on this for 35, maybe 40 years, maybe longer. And there are people that are out there that have been working on that for that amount of time. My first affiliation with the Alliance was in the early 90s. And so I've been helping in various capacities for that many years. I've had a lot of colleagues get killed because of what is going on. And that's why I can tell you this is a war, because of the fact that people that I know have lost their lives due to this situation. And someday maybe I'll tell you some of the rest of the story. But for right now, I'd like to say this is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. And I want you to have a good day. And a good day always starts with good prayers. And if your good prayers reach the throne of God, that's your key. You're going to have a good day. So with that said, you folks have a good day.